Hello, I'm Ronald Delby. I think it's time for a ghost story. I'm going to tell you one tonight out here on the porch. It's about an old church. It's up on Dunford Road, and then you make a right on a dirt road, and it goes right by the church. There's a cemetery with the church. There's a small cemetery across from the church. For over 100 years or more, there's been a light seen inside that church, and no one could ever explain it. It was way before car lights. They tried to say later on that it was car lights coming from a road out from the church about half a mile distant. But that got debunked because old tales told that there was a lantern seen going in that church from one window to the next. So it was supposed to have been a bluish like light or sometimes yellow. And you get the creeps when you go up there, even now. There's just a feeling about those grounds. The church was built in 1835. It was a wooden structure at first, and later on it was bricked up. And it ran till several years ago, and the church is now redundant and closed. But anyway, not only a light's been seen there, there's sounds, rattling chains, footsteps on the gravel. There's nobody there. Back in the late 50s, my two sisters and their boyfriends were going up there to ghost hunt, so to speak. People even ghost hunted back in those days, seek a thrill. So they went up there one night. Moon was out, and some of the tombstones shined. You could see the white, and wind was blowing a little bit, but not bad, but just enough to hear the dry leaves on the road. It was in autumn, and so they went up there and parked, and there used to be an old Gothic gate with arrow pointed top and a fence there, old iron fence. It's gone now. It's chain link now. But they were sitting there one night, and they had the windows down, and they kept hearing somebody walking up the road behind them. And the moon was out enough to where they could see something, if they looked. So one of them got out of the car and looked, and they didn't see anything, but they kept hearing it coming closer. I think it was one of my sisters. She got back in the car. Well, one decided she's going to be brave, and she walked down to the fence gate, and she was getting her bravery up. She walked to the fence and said, "Hello, I'm coming through." And when she did that, she pushed the gate open, and the wind got up like 30 or 40 miles an hour, just a gush of wind. And she said that the wind was very, very warm. Well, anyway, when she'd done that, she ran back to the car, and they said a little while longer, and they heard a chain clanking like somebody was taking a chain and clanking it against the side of the church. And they left there in a hurry. And the story about that church is about forgotten now, because I don't ever hear any new stories of anybody that's had any episodes there, but I thought I would share it. I won't use I don't think I used the name of the church. If I did, I'm sorry, but uh, it's redundant, so which is a shame. But anyway, I wanted to share this spooky story with you tonight, and I hope you really enjoyed it, because that's my kind of thing, and I like scary stuff and ghost stories and things. I've had a few episodes here over the years, but everything's went dormant. There's nothing happening in this house anymore, and I wish y'all a good night.